Imagine you are gathered with your family in the living room watching TV. Without warning, the screen flickers and static crackles, followed by a strange hum which resonates throughout the room. To everyone's astonishment, an alien face with staring eyes peers out from the screen. The alien warns, in sinister tone, that humanity must change its ways or suffer the consequences. Suddenly the TV clears and normal viewing returns. You and your family wonder if this was a prank, or if something more ominous was intended. This is just a fictitious story, but keep watching to learn the truth behind the real alien broadcast that took place late in the 1970s. Welcome back to Mysteries from a Forgotten World. In this episode we explore one of the most startling broadcasts in television history, the puzzling message from Vrillon, the TV alien. In the late 1970s, television was still relatively centralized, and most people in the UK had only a few channels to watch. Southern Television was a regional broadcaster that served parts of southern England, including Hampshire, Sussex, Kent, and Surrey. Their transmission equipment was based at the Hannington transmitter, a relatively vulnerable relay point for picking up and broadcasting TV signals. There is no internet, no smartphones, and the idea of someone hijacking a broadcast signal was almost unheard of at the time. However, it all started on the 26th of November, 1977, when viewers were watching the evening news. Then, without warning, the TV screen began to flicker and fade. Above the static, a strange and otherworldly voice began to speak.
This is the voice of Vrillon, a representative of the Ashta Galactic Command, speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the skies. We speak to you now in peace and wisdom as we have done to your brothers and sisters all over this, your planet Earth. We come to warn you of the destiny of your race and your world so that you may communicate to your fellow beings the course you must take to avoid the disaster which threatens your world, and the beings on our worlds around you. This is in order that you may share in the Great Awakening, as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius. The new age can be a time of great peace and evolution for your race, but only if your rulers are made aware of the evil forces that can overshadow their judgments. Be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of evil must be removed. The time for conflict is now past, and the race of which you are a part may proceed to the higher stages of its evolution if you show yourselves worthy to do this. You have but a short time to learn to live together in peace and goodwill. Small groups all over the planet are learning this, and exist to pass on the light of the dawning new age to you all. You are free to accept or reject their teachings, but only those who learn to live in peace will pass to the higher realms of spiritual evolution. Hear now the voice of Vrillon, a representative of the Ashta Galactic Command, speaking to you. Be aware also that there are many false prophets and guides operating in your world. They will suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and will put it to evil ends and give you worthless dross in return. Your inner divine self will protect you from this. You must learn to be sensitive to the voice within that can tell you what is truth, and what is confusion, chaos, and untruth. Learn to listen to the voice of truth which is within you, and you will lead yourselves onto the path of evolution. This is our message to our dear friends. We have watched you growing for many years, as you too have watched our lights in your skies. You know now that we are here, and that there are more beings on and around your Earth than your scientists admit. We are deeply concerned about you and your path towards the light, and will do all we can to help you. Have no fear, seek only to know yourselves, and live in harmony with the ways of your planet Earth. We of the Ashta Galactic Command thank you for your attention. We are now leaving the plane of your existence. May you be blessed by the supreme love and truth of the cosmos.
Some people who witnessed the speech reacted with confusion, fear, and disbelief. Many thought the broadcast was a hoax. Still others experienced mild panic and concern. In the event, Southern Television was forced to issue an apology and launched an investigation. But strangely, in spite of cooperation with engineers and authorities, they were never able to trace the source of the signal. According to the message, Vrillon was a representative of the Ashtar Galactic Command, an extraterrestrial organization that has been monitoring Earth for many years. The Ashtar Command is often depicted as a group of benevolent extraterrestrials who are concerned about humanity's survival, and in particular with regard to our aggressive behavior. It is worth noting the name Ashtar has been referenced in UFO circles long before the Southern Television incident. In fact, contact with Ashtar reaches back to the 1950s. The notable UFO writer, George Van Tassel, claimed to have contacted Ashtar in 1952. This event led to a rash of contactees, who also announced messages from this organization. The Ashtar Galactic Command has been mentioned in various UFO books, and some claim that Ashtar is the spiritual leader of a vast extraterrestrial federation. This has led to some confusion. Is Ashtar an individual alien or group of aliens? Or is Ashtar the name of an alien organization or federation? At this point the matter is unclear. Over the years, various theories have emerged to explain the Vrillon broadcast. The most straightforward explanation is that the broadcast was a hoax. Some believe it was the work of a prankster who gained access to Southern Television's transmission equipment. The fact that no one ever claimed responsibility does lend some credence to this theory. It's also possible that the person behind this had deep knowledge of UFO culture, using the Ashtar Galactic Command as a way to capture attention. But the technical difficulty involved in hijacking a TV broadcast makes this theory a little less convincing. Another theory suggests that the broadcast was part of a government experiment, possibly a psychological operation, to test how the public would react to an extraterrestrial message. Governments have been known to conduct strange experiments on the population, often involving psychological manipulation or mind control. Given the heightened fears during the Cold War, particularly regarding nuclear weapons, it's possible that this was a way to see how the public would react to a warning about war and violence. However, there's no hard evidence to support this theory, and many point out that a government-sponsored hoax would likely have been revealed at some point in time. Then, there's the possibility that the message came from an actual extraterrestrial source. Some believe that the Vrillon broadcast was a genuine communication from beings watching over Earth, trying to warn us about the dangers of war. The peaceful tone of the message, urging humanity to abandon violence, fits with the image of the Ashtar Galactic Command as peaceful guardians. Although we can't confirm the existence of extraterrestrial life, or the Ashtar Command, this theory remains popular in UFO circles. It also plays into the wider narrative of aliens as beings with a higher level of intelligence and morality, trying to guide humanity in the right direction. The 1970s was a decade overshadowed by nuclear angst as two great powers threatened war. During this time, the former Soviet Union and America were the dominant world powers. People around the world feared a nuclear holocaust as these two great powers clashed. Against this background, hippie and flower power mixed with New Age philosophy to advocate peace and understanding between peoples, and very often drawing on mystical and esoteric themes. At this time, the Age of Aquarius was seen as a new beginning for humanity, a new chance to ascend to a higher level of peace and understanding. The Vrillon message is in keeping with this New Age philosophy, and to a large extent represented the fears and hopes of the younger generation of that time. Whatever the truth, the Vrillon broadcast will remain one of the most strange and unusual events in recent television history, and while we may never know the full truth behind it, the Vrillon broadcast will remain a fascinating chapter in the ongoing mystery of UFOs and extraterrestrial life. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to add your comments below.
We of the Ashta Galactic Command thank you for watching. May you be blessed by the supreme love and truth of the cosmos.